Okay.
And we're on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Seflivil, West Road Gateway, etc. Hopefully we'll be getting into, hopefully we'll be, after this, we'll be getting into a place where I can go back to the old introduction and it'll make sense. But we're not there yet. In the meantime, we're deep in a hole.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Last time we had, let's see, it was Argyle, Saria, Warren, and Thagak, who had been, who had gone a little ahead in the dungeon and actually found a quick shortcut to the bottom, which wasn't available when.
Do you mean they fell down a hole?
Yes.
Well, kind of. Yes. It was assisted.
It was assisted, but well, kind of. It was assisted for Thagak and
Warren.
And then Argyle and I had to very carefully take the broom.
Right.
And then we were cut off from the
and we tried to go, well, Argyle tried to go back up for you guys, and that didn't work. So, yeah.
Because reasons.
Because blades, big blades from the side.
Yeah, if you'd watched the previous, session, you would have heard me describe a shaft full of water that a young woman was splashing around in somewhat helplessly, trying to get to the edge, but not trying to get to the edge where she could climb out, but not managing to do so. Thagak and Warren jumped in almost immediately. She smiled at them, sort of dissolved into the water, and then the water level started dropping quickly, turning the pool into a pit.
Because we had passed the test.
And behind them, as floats descended, various huge blades popped out into the shaft above them.
Oh, geez, I would have fallen for that. Like, real bad.
Actually, you were meant to.
I would have.
And in fact, that was the quick way to the bottom because
nope.
Various aspects of this thing have been a morality test of sorts.
Yeah. We also helped clean up a library, which turned out not to be part of the test, but we did it. But the spirit that was anchored there was grateful.
Is extra credit?
Kind of, yeah. Respect for books, that's a plus.
Hey, I'm a bard. I respect words. Is kind of what I do.
He's a very studious ghost.
And books are blocks of wood filled with words.
Yeah.
My hit points on my character sheet, my PDF one, don't match what we have on the character matrix.
Well, let's see. Did you roll new character points for 5th level?
I mean, my PDF is already level 5. Yeah, I got that, but I'm at 38 out of 62 instead of 62, and so I don't know if someone. Oh, I can look in the history. I forgot about that. You can do that on the spreadsheets. That's weird. Anyhow, I'll get it figured out.
And probably soon too. Still, that leaves you a problem. As you come along a little behind them, and all you come across is this shaft, well, a sort of garden of forking downward paths with numerous dead animals on each. When I say dead animals, I mean more sorts of these fishy things that you had been fighting. And then there was this alcove with a pit full of knives. Good thing you didn't fall in that.
Thank goodness. Looks blenderific.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Give me an int check.
Oh boy, that's my favorite check. Oh, that's not terrible. 16.
16. Well, you're noticing something. There are dead fish things in various places, and in one place you have a dead mass of snakes and eels thing. Usually they're in 2 or 3 of the paths, and there is almost always one that is going down clean. As if someone decided to throw a lot of resources at the various tunnels to see which is the safe way down.
To fishmongers. If only we had some lemon butter, we'd be ready.
Basically, what this means is you can plot the safe way down by taking the route that doesn't have any dead fish in it. As there's this path of place where the path down splits into 3, and you know to take the left fork because there aren't any dead fish things in it. And then there's a path with a 4 split, you know, to take the 3rd one because there's no dead fish down that.
Because people were making noise and the fish were running up the whatever halls, and they got.
Well, it looks like the fish things were advancing down the halls when whatever traps down that way got them.
Oh, okay. So I'm Indiana Jonesing it. Okay.
Kind of. You're looking at you're going where the fish aren't.
Where there aren't like slits for blades that are coming out of the walls. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and there are blades, and there are blade slits on the clean paths as well, but those aren't spitting blades out.
They're just for decorative purposes. Okay. Well, I guess I will proceed down the path that looks to be the safe path, and still probably not stick my face up against any of those things that look like traps.
Right. Not pressing your face up against them is probably a good thing because you think you might hear something behind the walls in those spots, but you can't be sure.
Maybe
all you know is no dead fish equals probably safe, so you go down that way.
Yeah.
And the rest of you, you'd made your way to the bottom, and the rest of the group isn't with you.
Right.
No one had to try that way. The pit bypassed you past that whole thing. Otherwise, you would have been feeling your way down through a trap fest. This should be kind of a familiar theme, too.
Yeah.
Traps?
No, there's dead fish down every route that isn't safe. Basically, someone was using exhaustive search to get down this thing.
Wait, like they were throwing fish?
Like someone was throwing minions down every corridor, and the one that survived, he followed.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fish. Okay, I get it.
Yes.
I get it now.
Charge down all the paths. Oh, that must be the safe one.
Kind of disgusting when you put it when you put it in those terms. Oh, and hello, Shu, again.
Hey guys.
Howdy.
Hey. You guys hear me?
Yes.
I can. Are you on I-90?
Buzzing as if there were a 3-foot-long bumblebee, sort of. Or maybe it's a saber-toothed tiger purring.
Why not both?
What? With me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps a car with a muffler.
Okay. Tina's place. What?
Okay, if you'll excuse me for a moment, something has finally gotten on my last nerve.
Okay.
Seems
Clean.
just,
Shoo, you are breaking up. We are missing
You're
your
breaking up a
packets.
lot. Like, can't understand you.
We may have to improvise a communication system using singing at various pitches to indicate letters of words.
Oh, that's a stiff seat.
The chair was getting on your last nerve.
Chair is getting on my last nerve.
Was there a single pee in there?
Nice. High five.
No pee, the chair was clean, but just falling apart in the right place. Threatening to pitch me forward. Good furniture shouldn't do that.
Now you mention it, I have had this hand-me-down chair for a long time. It might be time to get a new one. So, I think Saphir is...
Saphir is probably with Tess as she makes her way down
Mm-hmm.
and sorts through the fishy, non-fishy corridors.
Right.
Well, if you're close enough, that it would get you in front of a camera faster. We could do it that way,
okay.
depending what James says. I'm not going to invite you over to his house willy-nilly.
Well, he did just say that Rachel's napping.
So it's nice to have advance warning for showing up at people's houses.
Oh, so you're saying you would rather I didn't then?
Probably not today, but if we want to arrange it some other day, that would be lovely.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, I will continue home.
Okay, and you're gonna monitor through the
Yes.
hangout, and as we were just narrating, you had this path where 3 split off, and Rachel's no longer asleep. You had this path of 3 things, one which didn't have any dead fish down it, and then a path split of 4, one of which didn't have any dead fish down it. And in that way, you've managed to pick your way down through much of the corridors.
Thank goodness. That would have been a lot of blades to have to...
After a while, though, that engine noise is starting to bother. Thank you. Anyway, Saphir would have been following Tess down the corridor, and after getting through most of the way, I imagine someone in the party would come back and try to thread their way back up, since that is safe.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is go up the path and remember which is the right way down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy enough to do.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Give us a map or something? Or
He didn't have one to give you.
well, just turn left, etc., etc.
Marks on the walls are okay if you clean them off on the way up. When you're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't leave them for other people?
Right.
I don't exactly know what's at the bottom. Is that...
Would anyone in the party like to fill her in?
Basically, we're trying to stop the ones who want to free Gillagius are heading toward a place where they can possibly do it. And what's his face told us we need to get there before they do that and stop.
They actually had a meeting with Melitok at the bottom of the dungeon.
Right.
Oh, the Merlin dude. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Melitok, that was it. Yes, we at the bottom of the dungeon, we found a place. There was a scroll that for a spell that can only be cast, a ritual can only be cast once a year, but if it's done in that particular room, Melitok comes up and talks to you.
Yeah, you kind of missed like an awesome thing because we cast this ritual and got to talk to Melitok.
Yep.
And he's a nice guy.
And he told us that we could borrow the books for as long as we need to, since we cleaned up the library and everything.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess in general, we want to leave the room protected. Like,
What, the room that the guys are trying to get into?
yeah, I guess so.
Well, he said that we need to stop the guy, and then after that, if we want to look at it, we can. But the number one priority is stopping them. That they cannot get in there. That is definitely a no. Absolutely not.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we do need to make sure that we don't leave the path obviously clear. Well, in that case, we should probably clean up some of the bodies too. Because that's how I found my way down. Nothing I love more than cleaning up bodies.
Fishy smears here and there notwithstanding, yeah, you can kind of clean up the corridor some more. And make it a little harder to determine which way to go down from the top. And you reunite at the bottom.
Hey.
You now have a group of 5 together, 6 if Shu, what is your ETA?
Let me unmute here. I can't unmute. Oh crap, that might be a problem.
Yeah, you can unmute. Only they can.
Oh. Oops.
Shu, when you can, give us that piece of information.
Like 20 minutes. If because I'm still in Janesville, so if I'm not gaming from Janesville, then I'm gonna have to wait till I get to Boyd, and that's like 20 minutes. Sorry. I'm listening though.
Okay, it looks like it's going to be a party of 5 in the immediate attack.
Oops, sorry.
5 and a hopeful 6th.
5 and a hopeful 6th. The 6th will make it much easier, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Because after you get to the bottom of the forking shaft, through the library, past the tremendously long shaft. It was a very long forking shaft.
Do we have any other adjectives we want to add to that?
Yeah, okay, there's your giggity overruled.
Yikes. Thanks, Coy. Exactly what needed to be added. Boy.
Yeehaw.
Uh-huh.
So let's talk about how you're going in and what you're going into.
So
okay.
Somewhere?
They're up ahead somewhere. And you can hear the occasional boom coming from the corridor ahead, and the occasional flash.
flash. Mhm.
Maybe a low occasional rumble, a slosh.
So someone is trying to get into that workshop by force.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And the corridor turns again, turns one more time, and there is, well, you come up to a T intersection. To the right, looks like not much of anything, but you hear what amounts to a storm in a teacup off to the left, almost literally.
Awesome.
As you come around, and there is a large pool surging with waves and rain and wind. The ceiling is a high domed thing that has frequent flashes of lightning and bolts of lightning hitting the pool below. There is a central pillar sort of rising up a few feet out of the water that has a hole in the center.
Like from one side to another side, or like...
Okay, imagine this is a literal pool. You have a square part, you can walk around it. Then the square itself is full of water,
Yep.
except for right in the middle there is what looks like maybe a ladder or a spiral staircase or something. You can't see what from here. But it is a column sort of risen a few feet out of the water in the center, and it is surrounded by angry water.
So, like, stone staircase going down, maybe?
Maybe. Unless it's a ladder or something.
Okay.
The trick is getting to it, because there is literally a storm surging in the pool around it.
This seems familiar. This sounds like that thing we talked about. The thing with storms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this one shows no sign of letting up. In fact, there is someone at the other end of the pool that you can see that is casting some sort of magic at the pool to no effect.
Right.
Like villainous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they look villainous.
Eh.
Have we seen this guy before?
Once at the top of a hill.
Yes, I thought so.
Oh, shit just got real.
Bastard.
I think we should engage.
Now, are you going to try to approach... approaching quietly will be rather difficult because it is pretty much an open pool and stuff, but it is a very large room.
Kind of have to go around the pool, don't we?
Yeah, it's about a 20-foot wide walkway going around the pool, which is itself 60, 70, 80, 90 feet. By 130 feet.
Dang.
Yeah, like I said, a huge pool. If you want a bit of perspective on it, allow me to share this bit with you. You're coming in down here.
Right.
And the guy trying to do magic or whatever is over here.
Right there.
Someone might be able to sneak over if
Yeah.
they do extremely well.
As an alternative, I can try and disrupt whatever he's doing. Let me see. Where's that? Oh, here it is. The rule book.
Always helpful.
Yay, robots.
Put that up there.
Well, I can get there in about 1.5 turns
Oh,
if I dash.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? It's a very long space to have to cover in so short a time.
mhm.
So how many feet away is he, would you call that?
I would call that, let's see, 130, 140, 100, 150 to 160 feet away.
Nothing I can do till I get closer. I'm just going to have to approach.
Mm-hmm.
Hugging the wall, but moving quickly.
Okay, then give me a stealth check.
I think I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay, I'll need stealth checks from both of you, and one from Puck with advantage.
Who is Puck?
Yeah, who is Pug?
Puck
Puck
is
is Warren's sprite.
Ah,
Oh, okay, that's a good name for it. Okay. Whatever way Warren is going, I'm going the opposite direction.
Warren. I don't think is going. Puck is.
Oh,
Zagak.
Puck.
Or
Oh.
Puck. Or Zagak is going, and Puck is going, and you're going.
Dagak. Okay, yeah.
Puck is invisible, so
Oh.
he has it easy to sneak. Being invisible in a room that has flashes and thunder.
Mm-hmm. And a very flat floor,
Mhm.
and kind of a light stone wall.
Does one of the walls happen to have some kind of mural of, like, say, barbarians?
It does not. Sorry.
That I can, like, no?
Sorry.
Too bad. I was kind of
Literally, you wish.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wish this wall looked exactly like me, repeated over and over again.
How far did you say was that person?
About 150 feet, maybe 160. Uh-oh.
So
I think Argyle is about to lead off with his A game.
oh,
I have only one spell that reaches that far, and that spell is Fireball.
No.
you're gonna fire it.
Well, sure.
Oh,
Take the subtle
But
approach.
it seems a bit it seems a bit unpolite to start with Fireball coming from behind.
really? You're worried about being impolite?
Yes.
I don't think we're behind. I think we're
No, this is an essential part of character. I love it. I love it. Argyle is very polite before he fireballs people.
Yeah, and Saria's just like, really?
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, thinking about the mission is we have to stop this person. And
Yeah.
okay. And it's important. This person cannot and may not enter the workshop, as we have heard from Melatok. So I must overcome my hesitations, and I
How
think
strong
I'll go.
How strong a hesitation is that?
Yeah, I'm. I have a feeling that we should talk to him first.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
Okay, well, as
I
he's
love
as he's trying to go about his business, it's apparent he sees Tess and sends one of those amalgams of fish parts around the pool in her direction.
Ah, okay.
This does
So-
not seem like someone terribly interested in talking.
Okay, that's good. In that case, I'm feeling in the right to send a fireball in his direction.
Well, there we
Reach
go.
150 feet.
Mm-hmm. 20
Maybe
foot radius thing once it gets there.
Maybe
Yes.
the fish parts are like a welcoming committee.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, maybe all a misunderstanding, a big misunderstanding.
It could be.
Now I make everything worse.
No.
Now I turn it into a combat when everybody else was ready to be friendly.
I'll give you a hint. I was not sneaking up to him so I could give him a big hug. It was not a stealth hug.
So wait, let's see. Fireball. Do I need to aim that thing or does it
You
aim
do not-
itself?
You do not need to aim the thing. Fireball will require him to make a dex save in order to take just half damage.
All right. Then let him make a dex save.
Let's see. Fireball takes the one action. 150-foot range.
Meanwhile, I'm collecting D6s.
All right. I really want to rage, but I only have the one. But it would really surprise the crap out of him if suddenly I ran 150 feet in one round.
I do need to look up one other thing here first.
One thing I'm a little bit sad about is that in previous editions, rage would you just had to be next to an enemy and it would keep going, but you actually have to either attack a hostile creature or take damage. So, like if I just run past a hostile creature, it doesn't necessarily keep it going.
Right, the rage kind of ends when you don't have a target next to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not even just that, but like if I use all my action, like my dash bonus action that I can do because I'm raging, and then dash as my normal action, and then just book it 150 feet, and I am a turn right next to him. If I don't take damage and I can't attack him, then my rage just ends when I'm standing right next to him.
Awkward,
That's not
yeah.
what I want. Yeah, I kinda
Right.
hold on to that.
Okay, I checked the thing, and yeah, you can go ahead and launch that fireball now. And let's kick off things proper like.
Mm-hmm. So,
Wait.
what about that dex save?
Okay, so I got a 16. What's your DC?
Oh, that sounds like you made it, but
It does rather, doesn't it?
Yeah.
it does. It does.
Do you have an intelligence of like 22?
Well, should be here somewhere. What?
Well, let me look up Argyle's sheet.
Yeah.
That should actually be on the strategic character matrix. It should be the saving throw against your abilities. That would... Let me do that.
Okay, go ahead and add that line.
That seems like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be here. Ah, here is it. 14. I have it. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, he saves. So
He saved.
you only do 4 dice to him.
Only 4 dice.
But also, let's check. Yeah, you're going to roll the. Let's see.
I'm going to roll the 8 and divide
Yeah,
them by
roll
2.
8 and divide by 2.
All right. So then let's add numbers. There is 10. There is 8. 12 is 22, and 4 is 26. Divided by 2 is 13.
Okay, this is significant. Okay, he takes.
Kaboom.
Yeah, kaboom indeed.
Oh boy.
So I'm hindering his concentration.
Fish fillets. Does he have like more fish part thingies around him, or is he just sending the one?
So let's see, you said 26 damage,
Yes.
which divided by 2 is 13 for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After breaking way more traffic laws than I probably have in a single trip in a while, I'm finally home.
Yay.
Yikes.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
And just in time, right after the boom.
As soon as we resolve the boom, and this is going to be more trouble than I thought it would be. Let's see, damage. Just need to check this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's kind of awkward. Okay, so
What?
Going through the math here, you did 26 with the fireball. Divided by
Yes.
2 would be 13.
Yes.
The man did resist, but for whatever reason, it looks like it fully affected him.
He is vulnerable to fire damage.
Well, these are water creatures. We don't know if they are, though.
And the other thing,
Yeah, but he's a human.
he is a human, but for some reason he has a vulnerability to fire.
Interesting.
Yeah, here's where it gets weirder. The fish thing that is next to him, and there is one still next to him. The other one had started moving around the pool border to get to Tess.
Mm-hmm.
There was one in range there, and it. Oh, let's check that.
Come on, fish fritters. Fish frittata.
Okay, you did full damage, 26, to the Gillagius that was right next to him.
Yay.
Which is resistant to fire. So it takes half damage.
Oh.
Okay.
So it only takes 13 and is left at that value.
So the fish thing gets only 13, but he is vulnerable to fire damage.
Yeah, it looks like it affect. Yeah, even though he got out of the way, he was still just close enough that it affected him.
So did
Like
he
I said, more than it should.
damage?
So ultimately, he took full damage from it.
So he took the 26.
He took the 26, and the fish thing next to him ended up taking the 13.
That's
Nice.
funny. So they switched places.
Essentially.
Not bad.
There's some
All right.
symmetry to that.
I know. That's what amused me. So let's get some initiative rolls.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
My brain was going ranger stats. I don't actually have an advantage on this. I mean, I'd
Roll
like
for
to.
him. Ooh, that's nice.
Are you freaking kidding me? Amy, what did you roll? If you
I
also
rolled
got
a 3.
Okay, marginally better.
Yeah,
Okay,
but not by much.
Uh,
let me get a few numbers written down here.
wow, we did pretty well overall.
We have a lot of like
Separation?
Yeah.
Very
I
extreme.
can't know. Well, separation, but no, that I'm trying to think of the word. Multiples.
Duplicates?
2 17s, 2 4s,
Oh,
yeah, right.
yeah.
19s.
Oh,
2
yeah.
19s, 2 17s, 2 4s.
Wow,
Dang. We're,
that's funny.
So Warren and Puckett go at 19. Argyle and Thagak go at 17. Tess and Saria go at 4.
so like I ran out front and then I just kind of stand there for a few seconds to keep going. I think about the fish fry that's happening. Damn, I could really
Tesco
go for some
runs
fish
up to
fillets.
go first, and then she just stops and stares at the fire like, oh, what the hell just happened?
I'm struck by like the awesome beauty of like the storm happening in the middle with the lightning coming down and the driving rain.
Oh my god.
It's pretty amazing.
Am
Oh,
I
hey,
in this?
combat.
Am
Yes,
I
go ahead. Yes, go ahead and
Yeah,
give me an
but
initiative
that's
roll,
all.
Saria. I mean, Saphir.
Okay.
Area.
Susan.
And 15. So that's a 15.
15.
Yeah.
Oh,
But there's no one here to match with Saphir. Saphir's all on his little lonesome.
David, for what it's worth, I was just looking up these stealth rules.
Yes.
To normally do stealth, it looks like you have to limit your movement to 20 feet around. So I would have been 20 feet instead of, say, 50 feet.
Right.
Oddly, it's not half your movement. It's 200 feet per minute, which works out to be 20 feet per round.
Okay.
It doesn't scale with your maximum speed.
Okay.
Interesting.
It is.
Okay, so we begin the round. Let's see. Warren and Puck, both of you give me a dex roll. Let's see who goes first.
Sweater vest.
What, me?
Now, I'm looking to Warren and Puck for dex rolls because Curteste, the wizard, the magical type over at the other end of the pool, he also goes at 19.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Him and Puck.
Curteste, Warren, and Puck.
Warren.
So I need to know who goes first in the round. Okay. So Warren first. And what is Warren doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, dude?
I'm dashing around as quick as I can.
Oh, Warren will dash around as quickly as he can. Is up a little bit farther. So you're just, what, confusing them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's going to take like 2 or 3 rounds to get there.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Since that is such a big pool. Unless you want to try cutting across the middle.
No.
That would be really bad. Yeah.
Listen,
Idea.
I made this mistake with a different character in a slightly different setting, but basically involved trying to go over water instead of around it. Bad idea. bad
You
idea.
mean no one wants to surf this?
I feel like I know the thing to which you're referring.
Oh,
And I
You-
tried to warn you guys.
there were some miscommunications about the dimensions,
Mhm.
I think.
Okay, Warren is dashing around.
Okay.
Kerteste is going to take a moment, look at the bunch of you, and
Wait, who?
Kerteste is the magic user on the other side of the pool.
Oh,
You don't know what he's doing, but he is doing something.
he can't be that bad. He's got Tess in his name. But I mean, unless he's wearing like a name tag or something, I would know that. Unless he like spray painted his name on the wall behind him.
Well,
Okay.
aren't
Yeah, he
his
is
name
going
and
to.
symbol floating above his head?
Yeah. He does something and starts glowing faintly. Him and the Gillagius right next to him.
Oh, he's glowing.
Argyle, what's he doing?
He's also going to start moving around the other side of the pool toward, I guess, Warren and Puck.
Can I identify that with Arcana roll? Can I get a hint of what he's doing? Or do I need to wait for my...
Give me an Arcana check.
Let's see.
It's a 20.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
To be abjuration, transmutation. Those are the big two, I would think.
Actually, on that kind of roll, I'm wondering if he's going to get an additional information. It is an abjuration, by the way.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
And it is at that level, so we need to mark that off instead. There we go. So he's probably... Actually, no, he wouldn't be setting himself glowing, but he is setting the thing next to him glowing. The Gillagius alongside him starts glowing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little glowing amalgam of fish parts.
Oh, bioluminescence.
So does it just make him... Is it just light? So...
There is some additional effect to it, but what it is... You know what? Let's look at that arcane skill, and maybe you did get some more information out of it. Let's see.
I feel like a 20 would tell you more.
Should maybe get some additional information. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I
so.
could see
20.
that.
177, 170. Oh no, that's just the check. It doesn't say. Oh. I'm not really sure where to look for that because it's not under the
Skills? Let's see.
I mean, it tells you can do that, but it doesn't say, hey, if you go to 15, you get this. I didn't know.
Right, the skills are listed under the... Okay, suffice it to say it's an abjuration effect from the clerical school.
Hmm.
Okay, we're
I
gonna...
believe it.
Abjuration. It doesn't really tell me anything except that it's not an attack, right?
It's not an attack.
He's
There we go. Hello, Shu.
He's
Huzzah.
trying
Hey,
to... He's trying to prevent another fireball, I think.
Or something.
Or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's defensive in nature what he does.
Yeah, and he is moving around and drawing two curved swords off of his back.
Okay, that's offensive.
Well, it's offensive preparation.
Yeah.
Next we go to, let's see, what was Puck doing? Something tells me it's okay, Puck is making his way around to those two with Warren. Not really in range to do anything yet. So let's get on to Argyle or Thagak.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let you decide which order you go.
Am I anywhere close to closing with him?
No. You're starting off pretty much around the opposite side of the pool from him, except he's starting to move around toward you. He's taking the clockwise route. I'm guessing Tess took the counterclockwise? No, I'm guessing Tess took the clockwise route to get around to him.
I always go whatever way was opposite.
So I'm going counterclockwise. He's going clockwise.
Yes.
So we're heading towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone close to him?
Let me know as soon as I'm within 60 feet of him.
Maybe I should have done more work on the map. Oh well. Yeah.
So for the moment, he's still alone, right?
He has one Gillabrish with him. It's one of those fish things.
Yeah, but nobody from our team. So that would be maybe the last opportunity to give him another fireball.
If you want to use both your spell slots that quickly, I suppose.
Yeah, the only other thing I have for that spell slot is not really a combat spell.
And there'd be no one within 20 feet of him.
So I'm going to give him a second fireball. Let's see. Won't hurt us. So.
Okay. Roll that damage.
I'm rolling the damage. So this is 6 is 18 and 9 is 27.
27 or 14?
Yep.
Or is it 13?
I would say, what do we do in this surrounding?
Another opportunity to look in the book.
Blah, blah, blah.
Rounding numbers, page 7.
Always round in the players done.
Always round down unless told otherwise. So it's again 13.
Okay, so putting him there.
Kaboom, kaboom. So that
And
should
putting
make him there. Because he can't know that that's both of the spell slots for Fireball. There may be more, so...
True. So we come to Thagak.
Thagak.
I just try and close with him.
Okay. Double dashing?
Yep.
Double dashing will probably bring you just within, well, okay. How close do you want to get to him, considering a double dash would use up your attack action?
Cutting words is a reaction ability, which has a range of 60 feet.
Okay. A single move would get you in range of that.
Okay, then I'll do that. But if he does try a let me see, attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, I can use my reaction.
Okay.
But I guess that'll be on him. What happens?
What happens when you use cutting words?
Oh, basically it.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see.
I'll use one of my inspirations and subtract the number rolled from his roll.
Okay, so you shout something confusing at him.
Yes, something. Yes,
You roll a die.
insulting. I say, you've got a great future ahead of you as a fishmonger.
That would probably confuse him.
Yeah.
And then the other bit about Gillagius being a cephalopod, which is why they set up in Seflivil.
Okay.
It may be confusing, but he strikes me as the sort of person. I mean, he is a religious person, so
Cutting word. Okay, cutting words. Okay, cutting words looks more like a reaction thing.
it is a reaction thing. Yeah.
Okay. So this isn't something you need to use right now. You just need to tell me when he or one of his things in range makes an attack.
Right. Okay. So, well, you tell me when they make an attack, and I'll tell you that I'm doing it
Okay.
if I do it.
Right. Saphir at 15. You need to start moving around the pool too.
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, I have. I'm having trouble picturing where everyone is. Sorry, I'm just getting bits and pieces of information. But yeah, I'm gonna start moving around the pool. Double.
You might not have seen earlier when I showed the pool. Let me show that window.
Oh,
yeah, that's really handy.
Yeah, this.
okay. All right. So I'm on.
So let's see. I don't know if you can see them. I don't know if you can see the mouse or not, but Cortesta started around here and started moving around this way.
Okay. Yeah.
Tess started moving this way, and one of the Gillabrishes started moving this way.
I think Saphir is one of those people who would prefer to just go through the pool too. But seeing Tess, the crazy berserker, choose a more prudent option, Saphir rethinks it and goes, maybe I should go around the pool.
It's a pretty crazy storm in the middle. That's some serious shit.
Yeah, the pool in the middle is not just sitting.
Storm is in the pool. Okay, I was seeing it.
Yeah, it is wave tossed. There is high winds. There are flashes of lightning from the ceiling to the water.
I get it. I was totally sorry.
Yeah.
I was not putting things together correctly.
Had you started jumping into the pool, I would have reminded you of this.
I'm not going through it because I don't want to be struck by lightning. Okay.
That would be bad. Definitely bad.
Right. Struck by lightning. Bad. Not in the plan. Yeah, just take a double move action. Then if there's nothing I can reach to fight, just double move action.
Going around Tessa's side or toward Warren, Thagak, and where Cortesta is apparently heading?
Yeah, no, Saphir does not have good dex. My one strength-based character, my one and only strength-based character,
is strength-based, not dex-based.
Yeah. All my other characters are like bards and rogues and monks.
Strength-based character is strength-based.
Yeah. You notice I don't have an initiative modifier? Yeah, it's because my dex is...
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so you're running around Tessa's side.
Yeah, I'm running around
Tessa's side. I guess you're going to keep up with her.
Because I'm imagining we're going to be the front line of the fight. So.
Well, you're going to be a front line of the fight.
We'll try.
Like I said, Tess and you are going around the one way. Warren and Thagak are going around the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Cortesta, whoever that is going to run into Warren and Thagak first.
Who is that?
Cortesta is the magic user at the far end of the pool. I just went ahead and gave you his name for no good reason. Otherwise, I'd be referring to him as that other guy. Yeah.
That other guy is the enemy, right?
Yeah,
enemy?
that fucking guy, yeah.
Okay, so definitely someone we're about to be killing. Who's Puck?
Puck, we went over this.
Puck is Warren's companion.
Puck is Warren's sprite.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. It's been a fucking day, guys.
Okay.
All right.
So you go running around that way
Yes,
to join Tess.
indeed.
Let's see. At
Actually
that
gonna turn
number,
around.
the two Gillibrishes start their move around to get into position. Then Tess gets to move. She gets to move farther because she'd gotten an attempted stealth move in first.
Didn't do so well.
Nope.
So it's coming around from the far end, from the right.
Mm-hmm.
How far did it get?
It has a move of about 30 feet.
Oh, so there's still like 90 plus feet at least.
Yes.
Well, as much as I really want to attack the guy who's controlling them, I also don't want this to sneak up behind people.
Mm-hmm.
So I will continue forward. I will take a dash action and then move 100 feet closer to it.
Okay. That gets you a good length around the pool. And within a round or so, you should be in attack position on it.
Excellent.
Then Saria.
Mm-hmm. I guess I will just follow the others and try to move closer then.
Which way are you going? The left side with Tess and Saphir, or to the right with Warren and Thagak?
Probably with Warren.
Okay, Saria. Yeah, Saria is going the right-hand side. And we come back to the top of the order. Kerteste, still hefting his scimitars, makes another move around. Well, let's see, is he able to do anything else to help his position here? Oh, if he didn't do that, that would be... Actually, no, come to think of it.
Whatever you're thinking of, he doesn't want to do it.
Actually, he might not.
He just wants to be chill.
Oh, that's nice.
All these things, all these comments are concerning me.
Okay. He moves. He gestures. And in addition to a Gillibrish that is trying to keep pace with him, there is a trident hovering in the air next to him.
Cutting words. Like, oh, a sushi fork. Aren't you supposed to use chopsticks?
You can keep making the comments, but he's not attacking yet.
Okay, well, he's doing. Okay, he's doing something though.
He is doing something, but not attacking just yet.
Okay,
Nobody's in range yet.
I'll wait.
Okay. Warren and Puck. Your updates are ready to install, you poor screwed bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Puck continues his quiet advance. And Warren? Okay, he's got swords out headed for that guy towards that guy as well.
Maybe he just wants a sparring partner.
A what?
Sparring partner? We'll see
Yeah.
how that goes.
Maybe,
With his
but
fish monster and his levitating trident. Yeah. He just wants to practice.
we
Okay.
are talking about the person who wants to summon a horrible dark demon god to. I'm not quite sure what the god wants, but it's bad, right?
We're just
Presumably. I'm going to say your next. I'm going to say if he moves and you move, you get in range. So they move closer together. Argyle and Thagak.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We just have a quick look at my
Character sheet.
character sheet. Notice the spells. Let me see. I don't really have any attack spells. For me, it's just, well, except for Vicious Mockery.
It's like the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mock away.
I do the mocking. Yes. Well, basically what I said before.
Mm-hmm. And that has a range of 60 feet.
So, however, he is a clerical type, so chances are he will.
Chances are he'll have enough wisdom to beat your DC of what?
Of wait a minute.
Ooh, I can put this on the character sheet.
My DC 13.
Yeah, he beats it. Sorry.
Yeah, I should have gone for the fish critter.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can go for the fish crit. Oh, the fish critter is resistant to fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I'm assuming that the human is the boss anyway, and if the human falls, then the fish critter will go away. So I'm going to shoot a firebolt this time. Not a ball, just a bolt.
Just the bolt.
At the human.
Okay. I am going to need an
So
attack
this
roll for that.
is, I have to hit or miss. Oh, and I'm missing, I think, because I only roll a 10.
Yeah, 10 is not going to hit.
No. I'm burning a small hole into the wall.
The wall is made of straw.
The wall is
Okay,
made
so
of the wall is made of like stone tile. Firebolt
Okay,
has
I'm
120 feet though, so it would reach.
I'm blackening a small portion of a tile.
Right.
Pachoo!
The wall is made of explodium. Pure
Oh,
refined.
tempting.
Yeah. The detonation can be heard even in Nelforge.
Okay.
How much experience do we get if we kill Gillagius?
Yeah. The landscape is altered permanently.
First, you have to find him.
Mr. Rand and Mr. McNally will have to start from scratch.
Yeah. Okay, so Saphir at 15.
Am I there yet?
Let's see. Its next move will bring it into range. So if you move and
Hold action.
moving and holding action. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And at 12, each of them moves forward. And it has an opportunity to attack you or Tess, and you have an opportunity. Actually, it would have an opportunity to attack Tess first, because she did have a head start.
Yeah, I'm quite a bit closer.
Actually, no, you're going to be about the right. You're going to be at about the same position, because while Tess had the head start, Saphir goes first in the initiative order. So the thing is going to attempt to wrap some tentacles around Saphir. And fail.
It just awkwardly.
It awkwardly tries to get some tangle of fishy bits around your ankle, and you dodge out of the way.
Die porn.
And I'm just like, whoa, easy there. We hardly know each other. Yeah.
Let's see. And the other one should be in about position to... next action. Tess and Saria. Tess, you can attack this thing if you want.
I like that idea.
You don't have to move forward for this now.
I think I will gladly attack this fish bit tentacle monster thing with that +1 battle axe that I love so very, very much.
With that battle axe that you love so very, very much. Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. That is a 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit,
Sorry,
yes.
23 actually, but yeah.
23 will hit, even hit yearly.
To no mechanical change.
Mm-hmm.
6 damage.
6 damage. You manage to scratch it a bit. Remember that has that hard shell on it, or those bits of hard shell, various places on it.
Yeah. I didn't bring my, crab claw cracker thing, so.
Yeah. Saria.
Yes.
You're up.
Okay.
And you're there behind Warren and Thagak.
Right. And I think we're not close enough to the thing yet. Or to him yet.
Yeah, you can move forward a little bit up to behind them and get closer for whatever. Also, there's a possibility that whatever spell you might attempt might have range.
Right.
I got the book open to the magic section. Name the spell.
I actually kind of wanted to use conjure animals.
Okay.
Sweet.
It's you summon space spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range. The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them. No action required by you. If you don't issue any commands to them, they defend themselves from hostile creatures, but otherwise take no actions.
Yes, they materialize and say, well, I'm here, now what?
Right. And, I can choose one of the following options. 1 beast of challenge rating 2 or lower, 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower, 4 beasts of challenge rating a half or lower, 8 beasts of challenge rating a fourth or lower. And I was kind of leaning towards just going for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here that the DM would have the creature statistics.
So a single creature of CR2 or less.
Yeah.
Animals listed by challenge rating would be very helpful right now. Very helpful.
Ain't got nothing like that.
I know, I'm making this more work for you. I'm sorry.
I'm looking in Appendix D, so I'll see if I can find anything that's appropriate-ish.
Actually, that doesn't seem a very...
I don't know if that's something that's in, the DM thing, or...
Well, I'm looking through the catalog right now.
For me? That's for you. I'm tackled, but I'm hungry.
So far, most of the stuff I'm seeing is CR1 or less.
Unless it's an actual monster.
No, them too. They're like, okay. I can give you some beasts that are like CR1, but a brown bear is CR1.
Oh,
Brown bear.
I found one that I think you would approve of.
Oh.
So you cast this spell, I guess not knowing quite what you would get as a result. You know you just want one thing and you want it mean.
Uh-huh.
And in so doing, you gesture, and next to you, there appears, well, first, one eagle claw appears on the ground next to you, then the other. Then the eagle's head, and the wings, and the lion's body behind it.
It's a cat bird.
That's fucking cool.
Wow.
Love it. I'm so about this.
Yeah, you summoned a griffin.
Yay!
David, can you give Griffin every episode? 'Cause, wow.
The squeal was almost worth it.
I love seeing him be this happy. Also, that's badass.
Now, it's a concentration spell, and you can only have one of those up at a time.
Yes.
But in the meantime, hey, free griffin.
Yes. And that takes up my action, but I should probably roll an initiative for it.
Yes, please.
Really?
David, if you find it easier, I usually just have summons and companions be on the summoner's initiative.
Okay.
Right.
That's just, if you find that easier.
Well, there's a chance the griffin won't roll nearly as badly as she did.
So, no. So,
What did your D20 get?
right now. And, but the griffin will go after me.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Oh, funny
They have a
thing.
dex modifier though, don't they?
With the dex modifier, the griffin goes at the same time Tess does.
Oh, it's got a dex modifier too, huh?
Yep.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yes, it does.
Well,
And Saphir.
Yes, Tess and Saria and the griffin all go at 4.
Oh,
I know, such clustering.
that's a good word for it.
Now it's time for that guy to come into range. He is going to engage. Well, let's see. Probably Warren. Maybe. Actually, let's roll a die with more sides to decide this. Yeah, he's going to take a couple of shots at Warren. He's going to swing with. Dig up his sheet.
Okay. Can I have a reaction action?
Now you can, yes, on one of his attacks anyway.
Words. I'm not sure what I say. Something.
Well, you've been saying it, so I'm just going to go ahead and take 1d6 off of whatever he rolls to attack Warren.
D8, actually.
D8?
Since I leveled, yes.
Okay.
My inspirations do D8 now.
Okay, that would be a 16 to hit Warren.
ooh.
Ooh, okay.
That's a hit.
That does hit.
Wait. He rolled a D20 minus a D8 and got a 16. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
He has an attack bonus too.
Tried.
Mm-hmm. That is 12 points on the first hit. You want to use cutting words again on it? Because he's coming in for, he's doing a second attack. Hmm?
I only have 2 inspirations.
Oh. I thought you had 3.
Actually, I think it's still 2. Wait a minute. Let me just check the rule book. I'll get back to you.
As this is something I think you will want to get resolved sooner rather than later. Let's see. Bard stuff. Cutting words.
Basically, it uses one of my inspirations.
Mm-hmm. Bardic Inspiration, 1d6. Die becomes a D8 at 5th level, yeah.
You use this a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. Retain any expended uses when you regain it when you finish a long rest.
Okay, and Thagak has a charisma modifier of +2, so yeah, that would be two dice.
Yes, so I get two inspirations after each long rest.
Well, he is making a second attack at Warren.
Okay, then I'm afraid I just got to wait till after you guys.
Okay, well, that second one will hit for 8 points. So a pair of Yeah, I thought the Dragonborn's breath weapon was an attack, not a reaction. We can check that. Yeah, it is an attack, not a reaction. But on your turn, you can do that. Sorry. On your turn, you'll have good reason to. You can work it into the Shout of Pain. Which, come to think of it, is your next... Oh, actually, there's one other thing we can do. That trident floating alongside him, it can make an attack as well. And that's going to... And that is going to be at... let's see. Ooh, that's going to be at the Griffin. Because that looks dangerous. Can you blame him? Yeah. Let's see, that's going to hit, doing 1d8 plus... Oh, what fire that in? Griffin has that much. Minus damage it just took. Yeah, the Griffin's been injured, and it's probably going to be a little ticked off now that it's gotten into the fight proper like. And that is all of his actions. Warren gets to go next, and we'll probably take this opportunity to breathe all over him. And I don't blame him either. There we go. Koi, your breath attack. Oh, the saving throw is DC plus Constitution modifier. Okay, it's a saving throw. His con modifier. Versus, actually, it's a con. Your con Each creature in the weapon area of the exhalation must make a saving throw, the type of which is determined by your draconic ancestry.
Fire.
What I'm looking for is...
You said fire.
I guess it's fire? Okay. Okay, dex save.
18. DC 18.
And your the DC for the save is
18.
18?
Yeah.
That is
Typing it up.
Typing fit.
quite a save, and he misses. And that thing misses. Roll some damage, 2d6. Coy? $2d6 damage? You're both muted.
I'll roll 2d20.
Sixes, sorry.
He says, hold on. He's mathing.
He's rolling 2d6.
I know, but he was mathing other shit, too.
Oh. Oh, I see now what he's doing. Okay. You can get both of them because they're pretty close to each other. Followed by a double sword attack directed at him. Well, let's see. First, let's resolve these in order. First, you breathe on him and his fish buddy, and they both fail their saves. But he ends up taking more and going down. The Gillagius with him is resistant and is still up. However, he is no longer glowing as a result of being...
Fish fry.
Right. Now, because that spellcaster is down, and his spiritual weapon disappears as well as the Gillagius not glowing anymore, you can't attack him. You can, however, attack it. And that first longsword hit will hit, doing a measure of damage that is not quite enough to take it down. But the second one does. So on that one side, both the spellcaster and the fish thing are down. You only have the one fish thing over on the other side of the pool with Tess and Saphir.
Sweet. What? Remember how I was holding my action? Did I ever actually get to do anything with that action?
Let's see.
Like, are we already on the next round?
We are at the top of the next round, but you can go ahead and take...
Last round I was holding my action for...
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll that to hit. Actually, didn't you swing already?
Didn't I? No, I haven't had an action.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, I forgot I had extra attack, and then when I saw Warren taking 2 attacks, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm level 5. I have an extra attack.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and take your attack. I'll let you do this now.
Thanks.
You're
I
welcome.
hope so.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a failure.
Oh,
Do I
What
get
did you
2
roll?
attacks? No, I don't think I do. But
Yeah, you
as
do.
my bonus action, I'm going to. This is the only fish monster
it's the only one left currently.
currently, but more are coming. Okay, then I'm going to wait to channel divine. So, bonus attack.
Okay, given that the guy that's been summoning him has been taken down, it's not likely to get reinforcements.
Okay.
Unless things start coming out of the water area, which who knows? This is the only visible opponent right now.
Right. Yeah. No, that was almost like too easy. I don't trust it. So I'm gonna save my big guns for later. Then I will make a offhand weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
And this time it's 17.
17 will hit.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, I think there's a little penalty for offhand, but that still makes it.
There's no penalty for offhand. It just, you don't get to add your strength modifier to the damage.
Okay.
So that only does 5 damage.
That only does 5 damage.
Yeah.
With a, which was it, longsword?
Yeah.
Okay, you hit it, and you also sort of half bounce off that hard shell of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We resume the order at Puck, who has really nothing to do but start going around the pool the other way.
Or Puck.
Or, yeah, Puck going back around the pool to where Tess and Saphir are fighting that one Gillabrish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. Okay. Argyle.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the center at the back. So you're closer to those two and their little fish buddy than the rest of the party. Are you doing anything special? Probably not a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
If you can cast grease and then a fireball, then we've got supper.
Right.
You wouldn't want to eat one of these.
No.
I don't know. Are they rotting?
They do have a certain smell about them.
So there's like a Scandinavian thing. Let me look it up.
What is the distance to those guys?
Let's see, from where you are, back over there.
Surströmming.
If you cut across the pool, it's still just about 120 feet.
That's limiting my options.
You may have to move closer to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who looks like the biggest problem for the others at the moment?
There is only one opponent up at the moment, and it is one of those fish things.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for the moment I'm going to shoot another fire bolt at the fish thing.
Another fire bolt.
despite the guy being resistant to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because, hey, you at
maybe
least get some damage on it.
some damage and maybe distract him.
Roll the hit.
Oh, that's a critical hit.
You got a 20?
I got a natural 20, yes.
Very nice. So you're going to roll 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, what you're going to do, you're going to just roll the full damage twice. Actually, you get the modifiers both times as well.
Yeah.
This is something I was doing wrong from earlier on.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm rolling 2d10.
Rolling 2d10.
Okay, and I got a 2 and a 6.
Well, let's see. That would be 8 points before it's... Okay, you sizzle a little off of it, but it seems resolute.
Mm-hmm.
Thagak, you're there with Warren and
Okay, well, now that I have an
bodies.
appropriate target, it's time for cutting words. He gets a wisdom save. Failing that, he takes d4 damage.
Okay.
And has disadvantage on his next attack, I think is how that goes.
Cutting words or vicious mockery?
Oh, vicious mockery, I'm sorry, yes. You're right.
Vicious mockery will not reach across that pool.
Well, shoot.
Yeah, vicious mockery has a range of 60 feet.
So does cutting words.
Yep.
So either way, okay, I'll come around. And if that gets me close enough, I'll then do vicious mockery. If not,
Probably double dashing?
I'll double dash.
Okay.
Use my move just to get closer. So that next time I have an action, I can hopefully do something useful.
Yeah, Warren's kind of looking messed up right now.
Hmm.
He did take a couple of slashes from a mad whatever that was.
Huzzah! Remy brought me food. Woohoo!
Let's see. Argyle, Thagak.
Hey.
Yeah, Saphir at 15. You get your next action.
Let's do this. Guys, I have a bad feeling about this. We fucked these guys up way too easy. Anyway, let me, where's my die? Okay.
A certain amount of that might have been my mistake, too.
Let's see. 6 plus. I don't like, that would be in the neighborhood of 12-ish. That's not going to hit, is it?
No, it isn't.
Damn it. All right, then I guess I'll just make another offhand attack.
The offhand attack?
That fails too. Oh, I'm fucking useless.
Now. Okay. Although it is its turn, and this time it's going to attempt to grapple Tess.
Oh boy. That's the higher of acrobatics or athletics to resist, I think. If memory serves.
Actually, it's written up as an attack here.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, then armor class.
Yeah, it does no damage, but the...
armor class 18.
18? Yeah, it does not hit.
Heck yeah. I spurn its advances.
Tess, it's your action.
I am going to do one attack on it with my +1 battle axe, and then a second one, assuming the first doesn't drop it, and it will not. The first one's another 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And it is 10 damage.
10 damage. The shot clangs off of its carapace again.
I don't like hearing that. Stop saying that. The second one is 16 to hit. Does that hit?
16 will hit.
And 11 damage. Well, pretty decently that time.
And another clang off of its shell.
How am I supposed to interpret that?
It is still up. It is defiant, although that shell is starting to crack a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I'm making progress. It's just not like DR15 or something.
Right. It's
a worthy foe.
It is resistant to certain forms of damage. You discovered it was resistant to slashing before, come to think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have a club, so.
Right. So Saria and the Griffin go running around probably the backside of the pool toward Argyle.
Mm-hmm.
He's out of the order. Warren.
Huh? You think? Okay. Oh, I have that here, honey. Okay, I'm pretty sure I do. Here. Yeah. What's this?
I guess Warren is running around the pool.
No, he's gonna do cure wounds probably on himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trying to look at the book to see what the stuff was. And I was trying to tell him that he didn't need the book because I have these things. But they're really so helpful. I love these things.
Mm-hmm.
So you get, let's see, 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, unless you cast it using a second level spell slot. Which you could.
He says, ooh, yes, let's.
Extra healing? Yes, please. Yeah.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot's level above first.
So second level spell slot, 2d8 dice.
2d8.
2d8 healing, plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay. Brings you up to 39.
Or do you feel better now?
Next up, we have, well, Puck is going to continue around the pool. Argyle.
Mm-hmm.
Moving closer and firing it again, or?
No, now we have to change this up, this routine.
It's just taking too long otherwise? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that these fire bolts do nothing to these guys. So I'm going to take the broom and get closer.
Okay, and that broom has quite a movement rate.
Mm-hmm.
You going around the corner at the edge of the, staying on the edge of the pool, or?
Yes, I'm not going through the storm.
Just making sure.
I'm going across the water to quite close to the places where there is the ground.
You are cutting across the pool?
A bit, so. I'm going a bit across the water, but not into the storm. The storm is in the center, right?
The storm is filling up. The storm is filling up the pool area, but and the waves are. Still, I'm going to require you to make a dex save.
Okay, let's make a dex save, and yeah, let's first make the dex save and see what comes of that. So, where's my dex? That's okay. I've seen bigger dexes. Oh, but I'm 17. Dexing at 17.
So that's an 17 total?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that is enough. There was a downdraft that tried to push you into the pool. But you managed to just skirt the edge of it before it could really suck you in.
Mm-hmm.
And you are much closer to the thing now.
Mm-hmm.
And doing what?
I'm passing it, blasting it with a poison spray.
Okay.
So that means it has to make a con save.
Means it has to make a con save. Versus what target?
Versus 12, I think. Let's see.
Spell save DC maybe 14 at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, it succeeded.
It succeeded.
Does it get half damage or?
No damage.
No damage.
It was able to hold its breath while the poison spray.
Or it just wasn't breathing at that moment.
Lasted, yes.
But now you're also a target.
I'm a target on its back, so I'm behind it now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Thagak, I guess, runs around some.
Yeah. Okay, so I spent an action doing nothing but get closer.
Right.
Am I close enough now?
You're close enough now. Oh.
Okay?
I'm okay. Just gastric distress of some sort setting in. Less said about it, the better. But you do get close enough. Those 60 feet effects will work now.
Right, okay. Vicious Mockery, I'll just sort of, So, again, wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 to 4 damage, plus being at disadvantage.
Right. And the save on that is, I believe, a 14 now, is it?
Well, let's see. I don't believe it saves against the difficulty of the spell. It just makes a. Oh, wait, no. Spell save DC is 13.
Yeah, it manages to save.
Of course it does. Because
not a foregone conclusion, but it does happen from time to time.
Yep.
Saphira.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, fire hasn't been working so great on it. Battle axes and long swords haven't been working so great on it.
Well, good thing I can turn my weapon into a magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, gonna channel divinity, secret weapon.
Okay.
All right.
And rolling to hit.
Let's try this again. It also emits bright light.
Mm-hmm. That would be the radiant effect.
Add 3 to attack rolls, so that's a straight up 21.
Straight up 21 will hit.
Uh-huh.
Now you're going to do some with the weapon and some with the radiant.
Yeah. That's a D10. Why am I having so much trouble finding my D10? What the hell?
They were delicious.
You eat my D10? What the hell, dude? It's okay. I'll just use my percentile. That's a 5.
Okay, that's a 5.
No, I haven't done the attack bonus. Sorry. Okay. So that's a 9 plus Yeah.
Well, hang on. That's 9 for the sword.
Yeah. Halberd. Yeah.
Okay, halberd's still a slashing weapon.
Okay.
And then the radiant damage.
No, that's a different channel divinity.
Oh.
I believe. This is sacred weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're talking about.
Let's see. And your channel divinity does what? Oh, sacred weapon?
It turns my weapon into magical. It turns the weapon magic. I think that's another thing. Oh, that's divine smite that adds the extra radiant damage.
Okay.
Which, you know, fuck it. I might as well. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Divine smite. Let me roll the radiant. Then I gotta take a short rest, guys. Ooh, so that's 8.
8 points.
Mm-hmm.
It is not resistant to radiant damage. It is still up, but it is a cracked mess that looks like it could be pushed apart by a strong breeze.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to make a second attack, which hits and does just 3. So
3 with the halberd,
yeah.
which it is semi-resistant.
No, I actually think I do add my bonus to that because I have the feat for it. So that would be 6.
That would be 6 points.
Yeah.
Because it's a halberd, it's resistant to it.
Yeah, wow.
Which still manages to take it down.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like down like unconscious or down like dead?
Down like dead.
All right, sweet.
If that's what you wanted when it got down to 0 hit points.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'd like kick it in the head a couple times to make sure.
Okay. So there's some rushing around as people go to help each other in their times of need. And otherwise, yeah, the opposition is down.
Sweet. I will go see who needs help.
Well, I'm going to echo the sentiment. It was too easy. I don't trust it.
The storm continues to rage in the pool.
I was just having the same kind of feeling. I don't know what it is, but something about this seems like maybe we're missing something.
Well, it could also be that I made a tremendous tactical blunder here.
Oh.
Putting the final battle in a room big enough where a fireball can affect someone who is vulnerable to fire.
Ah.
Yeah.
Fireballs.
Yeah, to be fair, the fireball is fairly new. It just joined the party.
And that was, I mean, if he took 26 damage instead of 13, it was just that one fireball? So, I mean,
there were 2 fireballs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he spent both of his level 2 slots to cook them good.
Well, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Plus,
once in a while, the bad guys think they're ready for you, but it turns out that what you brought was exactly the right thing. Every once in a while, sooner or later, we have to discover that we've brought a gun to a gunfight.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't waste my powers after all.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fine. I kind of like a few of our protagonists after the fight being like, there's gotta be more. I don't know. It feels like the other shoe's about to drop and just being like uneasy for the next bit of time.
Right. Now, if it's any consolation, that storm in the middle of the pool, that wild wave pool in the center with the occasional lightning strikes diving into it. That is still going.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes,
now,
it
the
is.
question is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that supposed to be there?
It is supposed to be there. This is a protection for the workshop. To enter it, we need to quell the storm. There is a spell for that we found earlier. I just have to learn it proper like.
Mm-hmm. You can cast it as a ritual.
I can cast it as a ritual, yes.
Yeah, we need to do that.
But not now, right? Because it's said that the workshop should be opened. So Melatok said the workshop should be opened for Candice.
So you're going to have to get her down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's her workshop by rights, not ours.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So let's let the storm rage.
And let us end the session here, I guess, because we have gone way the heck over.
Only a little.
Well, a half hour or so.
Well, we started late too, so whatever.
Right.
So
Well then.
now the reign of Candice can begin.
Okay, you're gonna have that experience now or later? Later is fine.
I'll hand it out later.
Later is fine then.
Okay.
Okay, goodo. Then I'm all right. I'm gonna be composing the first line of the epic lay about it.
And I'll stop the broadcast.